we'll consolidate here and consolidate here, but one way or another, we're going to break out up or down. And very curious to see what that direction will look like. And I think it will be in response to the interest rates that are coming up, whether we get a 50 or a 75 basis point hike. Okay, so pre-market's giving us a lower SPY. We've got a nice drawdown so far. Assume the Nasdaq's doing just a little bit worse than the S&P is in regards to what our pre-market open looks like this morning. QQQ's down as well, which is nice. So that's going to provide an excellent exit for covered calls as well as new deployments for covered puts. So, got my news section up here. What do we have? Jerome Powell to deliver speech on Wednesday. Here's what he may say on interest rate hikes, inflation, etc. So we'll here to see what he's got to say. But overall, guys, we're in the same spot as we were last week. We're really just trading in the same range as we have been for about 2-3 weeks now. We had our huge pop up, and we are just still holding into this range. Went up to the top of the range for SPY, came back down. So our low of the range here is 390, high 403.5, and we are just as range bound can be. So that's that's crushing premium. If you're on the wrong side of that, you need to make sure you're managing risk. If you're on the right side of that, sit and have fun. But that being said, I'm very curious to see when we will see a breakout of this range. We'll consolidate here and consolidate here, but one way or another, we're going to break out up or down. And very curious to see what that direction will look like. And I think it will be in response to the interest rates that are coming up, whether we get a 50 or a 75 basis point hike. I think if we get a 50, we're going to see a lot of volatility. So, anybody have any questions or any trades you all are looking at? Anything that you want to talk about? Any ideas on what the Fed could be presenting? What reaction the market might have? I'm all ears. We got plenty of people in here. Somebody's got to talk.
What's your next support you're looking at for TQQQ?
Next support.
Cover puts.
Oh, that's a good question. So cover puts will probably be deployed today because I'm very heavy cash. But the next major support for the range that we're in is about 21, about 21, 20.8. And that would be, that would be a phenomenal entry for me. And if we break down past that, there might be a chance that I start getting exercised on some of the cover puts I have deployed that are right at and around the money or slightly out of the money. So support wise, looking at 21 to 20.8 for my next deployment of covered puts. I'm going to see what the premium looks like after I close my covered calls this morning. And if the premium's nice at this, at this level, at this pre-market drawdown, then I might deploy some more covered puts. But as of right now, I'm going to wait for a little bit. Again, if we've got high premium, I'll be deploying right after I close my covered calls. But the covered calls are going out first. That's a good question. Got a couple minutes before market open. You get one more question. What do we got, gentlemen?
Yeah, if you want to speculate on price movement for possibly, I know you kind of said we're in a zone right now, but if you had to speculate, do you think that when we do break out, we're going to go to the upside or downside?
Well, I mean, post midterm always looks good. Well, not always, but statistically speaking, post midterm looks good in the market, right? We have some clarity. We know what's going to be going on. We know who's operating at the helm. And then we've got our air quotes, end of the year rally, which a lot of people refer to it as Santa Claus rally. And on top of that, a lot of folks also understand that the big funds are trying to push the market up so that they can close their books on as good of a note as possible. It'll be difficult to do that this year, but I do think we have some upside before the end of the year, and then potentially continued downside if the Fed keeps their foot on the pedal with interest rates.